You know that feeling, right? You've carefully researched the absolute perfect rewards card, you've filled in all your details, and with this crazy mix of excitement and anxiety, you hit submit. But instead of the virtual confetti and that sweet instant approval screen, you get the dreaded "Your application is under review" message. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're cracking the Chase credit card application code and putting the power back in your hands.
So are you just dying to know if your Chase credit card got approved? Listen, missing out on these updates could literally cost you valuable time or rewards. Being proactive in managing your credit applications is absolutely vital for your financial planning. Whether you're waiting to book some dream vacation with a massive new sign-up bonus, or maybe you need crucial capital for your small business, every single day you spend in the dark is just a missed opportunity.
And hey, if you're stressed out about seeing that pending status, let me validate your anxiety for a second. Check out this real-world anecdote we found on Reddit. A user with 3 existing Chase cards and an 820-plus credit score got hit with the standard "we'll let you know in writing in 7 to 10 days" message. The automated underwriting system doesn't play favorites at all. Even the most highly qualified applicants face this exact same waiting game. But the good news? You don't have to just sit there and wait.
Okay, let's dive into our agenda for today. We'll be covering 1. The waiting game, 2. Checking online, 3. The phone hacks, 4. Branch visits, 5. The reconsideration line, and finally, 6. FAQs.
Let's start right off with Section 1, the application waiting game.
What is Chase's automated system actually doing behind the scenes? Let's crack open this black box. Basically, you've got 3 main status buckets. Approved means congratulations, your card is usually on its way to your mailbox. Pending or under review simply means the automated system couldn't make a split-second decision. It either needs manual review from a human analyst, or the system literally just needs more time to process. Now, denied means exactly that, but trust me, it is not the end of the road. You'll just wait for your denial letter to launch an appeal.
So, you're probably wondering, why am I stuck in pending? Well, often it's completely normal and totally harmless. It might be Chase's famous 524 rule, meaning you've opened too many recent cards across all banks. Or maybe you've already hit the absolute maximum credit limit Chase is willing to extend to you. If it's a small business card, they almost always just need some extra documentation. Honestly, it could literally just be a simple typo on your application, a slight address mismatch because you moved recently, or a standard fraud prevention alert. Usually, it's a super quick fix.
Moving right along to Section 2, checking your status online. Now that we know why we're waiting, how do we find out our current status? Well, the most accessible method is checking online. If you already have an existing personal or linked business account with Chase, this is a breeze. Step 1, just log into chase.com. Step 2, open up the main menu. Step 3, navigate down to Explore Products. And Step 4, hit Application Status. You can actually do this right in the Chase mobile app too, and I highly recommend setting up push notifications so you get alerted the exact second your status updates.
But what if you don't have an account or the portal is lagging? That brings us to Section 3, calling the status line.
This is usually the absolute fastest method. For personal credit cards, you're going to dial 1-888-338-2586. For business applications, it's 1-800-453-9719. The system operates 24/7, which is great. Just make sure you have your social security number or your EIN for a business card ready to punch into the keypad. Oh, and a quick pro tip for you, try calling mid-morning on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It really helps you avoid the worst hold times.
Now, here is an amazing insider trick. We're talking about a literal secret code sourced straight from savvy applicants on Reddit. When that automated voice gives you a timeline, listen very closely to the exact phrasing it uses. If it says you'll hear back in 2 weeks, that is fantastic news. It usually means you're already approved internally and they're just generating your account. If it says 7 to 10 days, well, brace yourself. This likely means a denial is coming in the mail or they need some heavy manual review. And if it says 30 days, it just means your application is sitting in a queue waiting for a human to look at it.
All right, what if the phone system isn't giving you the clarity you need? Let's check out Section 4, visiting a Chase branch.
Sometimes a face-to-face resolution is incredibly effective, especially for complex situations. If you go in person, make sure you bring your government ID, your social security number or EIN, your application reference number, and this is a big one, bring proof of address like a utility bill, especially if you've recently moved. When you sit down, just ask the banker, "Hey, can you call the underwriting department to see if they need any further verification for me?" They can very often clear up identity or address discrepancies right there on the spot. But what if the worst happens? That brings us to Section 5, Denied, the reconsideration line.
Listen, a denial letter is not necessarily a hard no. It's really time to use the ultimate cheat code, the Chase reconsideration line. This is a direct phone channel where you can request a manual review of your denied application from a living, breathing human credit analyst. For personal cards, dial 888-270-2127. But remember, the clock is ticking. You absolutely must call within 30 days of your denial to avoid having them do another hard pull on your credit report.
When you finally get that analyst on the line, how you handle the conversation is everything. Do not argue with them. And definitely do not mention that you just want the card for the shiny new sign-up bonus. Keep it professional. Explain exactly why the card benefits your daily spending or your business. And here is a brilliant strategy. Offer to reallocate your existing credit limits. If Chase says they can't extend you any more credit, just tell the analyst you'd be happy to move, say, $5,000 of your limit from an older Chase card over to the new one. This makes the approval super low risk for the bank and very often turns a no into a yes.
And just to prove that this actually works, look at this incredible success story. A user got a denial purely due to fraud suspicions. They called the reconsideration line, verified their identity, got put on a brief hold, and were approved right there on the line. Human analysts often just need to verify that it's really you.
Let's wrap things up with Section 6, FAQs and financial empowerment.
Here is a question we see all the time. How long does it actually take to get a final decision?
Well, while tons of people get instantly approved in 60 seconds, if your application requires a manual review, the standard wait time is up to 14 days. Now, in really extreme cases, like if you apply by snail mail or during some massive holiday promotion, it could take up to 30 days. But generally speaking, 2 weeks is a very solid benchmark.
Another fantastic question. What proactive steps can I take before I even call customer service to improve my odds?
The key here is presenting yourself as a low-risk borrower before you ever dial a phone. You can absolutely do this by paying down balances on your existing Chase cards to free up available credit. You want to reduce your overall credit utilization across all your accounts. Definitely check your credit report to ensure there are no glaring errors weighing you down. And if you're applying for a business card, have all your documentation, like your EIN paperwork and your revenue estimates, totally organized and ready to reference.
Now, as always, we've got to do a quick disclaimer. The automated messages, phone numbers, and underwriting rules we've talked about in this explainer are sourced from current data, but banking policies are quite literally always subject to change. You should always consult directly with Chase or your own financial advisor to get the most current updates and personalized advice tailored specifically to your credit profile.
Ultimately, staying informed about your credit application process isn't just about reducing your stress levels. It's a massive, critical step in your broader financial journey. Whether it's maximizing cash back for your growing business or earning the points for that first-class flight to a destination you've literally always dreamed of, taking control of this process completely empowers you. So, by mastering your application status today, what financial rewards and travel dreams will you unlock next? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.